Happening now, a fundraiser has been launched to help cover funeral expenses for a 16-year-old who was killed during a weekend crash in Cattaraugus County. And illegal dumping of garbage is becoming an increasing problem within the city of Jamestown. We hear from local leaders pushing for action. Plus, a local band teacher nominated for a national award.
Live and on demand, this is WNY News Now.
Thank you for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould. A fundraiser has been launched to help cover funeral expenses for a 16-year-old who was killed during a weekend crash in Cattaraugus County. The Cattaraugus County Sheriff's Office reports the vehicle accident happened on West Perimeter Road in the town of Cold Spring around 2:30 in the afternoon Sunday. Two male teens, a 16-year-old and 19-year-old, were pronounced dead at the scene. 5 others were treated for minor injuries and later released from medical care. Now, since then, the Caden Koslow family, the 16-year-old who passed away, is asking for the community's support. A GoFundMe has raised over $6,000 as of this morning to help cover funeral expenses. While the sheriff's office says the cause of that accident remains under investigation, Koslow's brother revealed that his brother was enjoying a Sunday drive before the head-on collision at a high rate of speed, ultimately leading to the fatalities there. And a wanted Ohio man is in police custody following a vehicle pursuit that nearly injured a Jamestown police officer over the 4th of July weekend. Officers attempted to stop Gregory Hawkins during a suspicious vehicle check on the city's east side around 5 o'clock Saturday. Hawkins, officers report, allegedly fled the scene, nearly striking a patrolman. He was later arrested on the 4th of July. In addition to a slew of weapons and assault charges out of Ohio, Hawkins now also faces drug-related charges after police say they found a large quantity of meth and fentanyl allegedly in his possession. He was taken to Jamestown City Jail to await arraignment and later extradition to Ohio. Illegal dumping of garbage is an increasing problem within the city of Jamestown, with local leaders pushing for action to combat the issue. Our Bronson Rasmussen joins us live from the newsroom today with more. Bronson?
That's right, Justin. Crystal Surdick, Director of Development, tells us that rising trash and debris are plaguing the city's streets.
We've got our slum and blight activities, so our strategic anti-blight initiative. So like I mentioned, our hands-on neighborhoods program is funded through this. We also use this for some different cleanups that we have to do around town. You may have seen there's been an awful lot of dumping in different places. So this helps us to take care of some of that.
For those caught illegally dumping, fines can range into thousands of dollars, a large price to pay compared to the more efficient ways to get rid of unwanted trash.
Other than you don't have the cash to pay for the transfer station, which, you know, if you get caught, it's going to be a heck of a lot more than the $20 to take a load to the transfer station or the landfill. So
there are more options that people can use to get rid of waste, including a wide array of municipal programs.
We'll actually be using this to their garbage pickup, and we'll do electronics as well.
For those who don't know what to do with their items, Surdick urges them to seek out help.
You know, I think take some pride in your community and take some pride in where you live, and have some respect for yourself and for your neighbors and your family members and all of the people that live and work here. And if you don't know what to do with it, call us and we'll try to give you some direction or some assistance.
In the end, officials say simply cleaning up after yourself is a good start.
But, you know, don't dump it behind somebody's house or down a hill or on the side of the road. You know, it takes us to make all of that garbage, but it takes us to you know, take responsibility and clean up.
Those who witness illegal dumping are urged to contact the Jamestown Police Department at 716-483-7537. In the past 2 months alone, many have been charged for the act, including a trio that disposed of a mattress on a city street and a duo that disposed of 2 tires and a rug in the same location. Live in the newsroom, Bronson Rasmussen, WNY News Now.
And the city of Jamestown is rolling out a new payment option for those parking in metered spots in and around the downtown area. The parking app is powered by Passport. To begin a session in this app, a user enters their respective zone number, which would be posted on nearby signage and decals, parking space number, and the desired amount of time they want to park. Users can extend their parking, access parking history, and receipts without ever needing to return to a meter. This new program launches today. And certainly it has been a wonderful weekend out there for people, whether you're parking downtown or maybe heading out to the countryside for a look at some of the beautiful fireworks displays. Here's a live look over downtown Jamestown right now as the clouds have set in for this afternoon and some rain abode out there. Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter joining us now with a first check of our weather forecast. And I see that some of that activity right behind you, Dakota.
Yes, we've had some rain showers basically last night, and then early this morning we dealt with some of those rain showers. You can see it on the radar imagery here, and you know, a lot of this has started to move out to the east now, so the western southern tier is starting to get into some dry time, but we are going to see again more scattered showers through the afternoon. Now the Storm Prediction Center does have the far southern tier and much of northwestern Pennsylvania under a low end marginal risk, a level 1 out of 5 for maybe some gusty winds with maybe some of these thunder showers through the afternoon hours. It was a warm 4th of July, 80 degrees, but that was actually right around average. 65 is where we started the day, 97 and 39 are the records. So through the afternoon today, occasional showers with a couple thunderstorms possible. They become more scattered later on this afternoon with downpour 73 to 81 with a south to southwest wind 7 to 18. Now we've still got some rain to go through through some parts of this week. Plus, how's the temperatures looking? We'll talk about it with that Ultimate Satellite Solutions 7-day forecast later on in the show. Justin.
Alrighty, Dakota, we'll see you back in just a little bit. As we continue, the latest in a boat rescue on Chautauqua Lake, and later unrest continues in Akron, Ohio after police released body cam video of the killing of a young man. Stay with us. WNY News Now. We'll be right back.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
What is going on, my New York friends? My understanding is that you're in school for a little bit longer than most people, but I got some good news for you. Where are you going to be on September 10th? In Jamestown, New York, with me at 7 o'clock at the Reglena Theater, and you can get your tickets at reglena.com, REGLENNA.com. Make sure that you grab those now. It's going to be so much fun. Jamestown, New York, September 10th. Come and have fun with me.
Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now.
Stay fire safe this summer. Only use grills outdoors, away from siding and deck railings. Clean grills often and remove grease or fat buildup. Make sure your gas grill lid is open before lighting. Have a 3-foot safe zone around grills and campfires. Keep kids and pets clear of the area. Dispose of coals after they cool in a metal can. Never leave grills, fire pits, and patio torches unattended. Learn more at usfa.fema.gov.
Brought to you by the Chautauqua Safety Village and the Jamestown Fire Department.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Marine Patrol is credited with rescuing boaters who ran aground while on Chautauqua Lake over the holiday weekend. Deputies responded to assist a boater that became grounded in a shallow area near the village of Celeron on Sunday. Sheriff deputies were able to safely remove 3 adults and 1 small child from that vessel, transporting them to shore. The department's Marine Patrol then assisted with removing the vessel the following morning. There were no injuries or charges as a result of this incident. And Governor Kathy Hochul celebrated the passage of a resolution to enshrine equal rights into the state constitution, which will solidify the right to abortion access here in New York. When enacted, the amendment will add ethnicity, national origin, age, disability, and sex, including sexual orientation and reproductive health care, to the existing protections that currently cover discrimination based on race, color, religion, or creed. This follows the governor's issuing a proclamation to add this resolution to the extraordinary session agenda last Friday in light of the recent Supreme Court decision which removed federal abortion protections nationwide. And unrest continues in Akron, Ohio, after police released body cam video of the killing of Jayland Walker. Now, the city braces for another night of violence as protesters call for action. WNY News Now's Ethan Kibbe has more.
An anxious day in Akron. Protesters taking to the streets demanding answers in the death of Jayland Walker.
It's just not right. 90 shots for one person. It's not okay. It's just not.
Sunday night, police released video of the killing, touching off a powder keg of reaction.
Did you have to go that far? You didn't have to go that far. There's a lot of questions. I mean, you can't. There's different views on everything in the world, but there's a lot of unanswered questions in that video.
Police say Walker posed a deadly threat after firing at them from his car, where they later found a gun. Protesters say Walker was fleeing unarmed, and they think police overreacted to a traffic stop.
Was there a lot of things that he could have did differently? Most definitely, but should he be dead today?
Just one night after protests turned to riots, the city of Akron is bracing for much of the same. There's a curfew in effect from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. Big trucks now block streets leading into the city center as it is locked down. And you can see just up here, police in tactical gear getting ready for an eventful evening.
But protesters say they don't condone the violence, saying answering violence with more violence is never a solution.
You're funneling your anger at the wrong place. If you funnel it in the right direction, then it's righteous.
Now, the officers involved in that shooting are currently on paid leave as the city investigates. U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer is raising the heat on the federal government to consider recalling e-cigarettes in response to battery-related injuries. Schumer spoke over the holiday weekend, referred to these devices as ticking time bombs. According to a study conducted by the FDA, 92 explosions and fires have been recorded from 2009 to 2015. Schumer wants the FDA to investigate why so many devices are exploding. He said that the recent injuries prove that federal action is needed. As the use of e-cigarettes has increased, more accidents now being reported. The FDA says it will now be conducting an investigation into e-cigarettes and their batteries. Coming up, what's next for the U.S. Supreme Court following the overturning of Roe v. Wade last month? Our congressional correspondent takes a closer look. And later, a local band teacher nominated for a national award. We hear from her next. But first, a full look at our weather forecast. Stay right there. WNY News Now is back right after this.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
Right here, baby. Look. Oma.
Noah. Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor.
Testicular cancer is the leading form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35.
1 in 250 men will be diagnosed with testicular cancer.
But 98% will survive if detected early.
As a survivor, I believe early detection is the key. Learn how to do a testicular self-exam and other important facts about testicular cancer at oneball4tc.com.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
Fast, accurate, and everyday. First Defense Weather.
Welcome back, everybody, and wanted to start off with some great weather eye pictures. How about the fireworks in Bemis Point? Our friend Don sending this in to us this morning, and I took this picture yesterday. It was a beautiful day. I mean, the 4th of July could not have been better yesterday. This was the Riverwalk. This is a panorama shot that I took with my phone. It looks a little scrunched because I had to kind of adjust it so it'll fit on the graphics computer, but man, it was just fantastic yesterday to get out and enjoy Independence Day. It was fantastic. But yeah, the sunshine is gone for today. We're at 70 degrees right now as of noon hour at the Jamestown Airport. A southwest wind of 12. We have a wind gust at 21. And look at that dew point, a pair of 6s. So yeah, you're starting to feel that moisture in the air once again. But the rain showers will be returning for at least some parts of the afternoon hours. This is a new graphic that we have. It's called Rain Chances. And it basically just shows you where the rain chances will be today. Yeah, you can see we've got about a 75 to 80% chance of rain across much of the area today. So again, the chance of you getting a shower today does seem quite likely if you haven't gotten one already. And the humid air is going to stay in place for tomorrow, still into the muggy category. We do back it down slightly for Thursday and Friday, but it does look like we will see more relief in terms of the humidity come tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center has a low-end marginal risk once again across the southern tier, along with that slight risk further down to the south. So the newest run of the computer modeling is showing you the rain showers will continue through at least some parts of the afternoon hours today. And through the evening hours, we will see a few showers, but then they will ultimately start to dissipate by the time we go into the overnight hours. Tomorrow, we could catch an isolated shower mainly in the morning, but I think the afternoon hours will be mainly dry. So we start tomorrow around 64, better chance for that light rain shower, especially in the morning. 73 at noon, partly to mostly sunny. We should get close to 80 degrees. Not entirely sure we'll hit 80, but we'll get very close to it with a northeast wind. Now the next 7 days, powered by Ultimate Satellite Solutions. So again, 79 tomorrow. Again, that chance for that morning shower. A few storms on Thursday. Friday looking nice, 82 degrees, partly to mostly sunny. Nice day Saturday, 79. Loads of sunshine for Sunday, 78. And Monday, the heat and the humidity returns, Justin, once again.
All right, yeah, summer full swing now, Dakota, thank you. Well, let's check some headlines from around the nation. And authorities in Illinois have apprehended the person of interest in the 4th of July parade shooting that left 6 people dead and dozens others injured. According to police, Robert Bobby Cremio III was initially spotted by a North Chicago police officer in a silver Honda Fit near Lake Forest. That officer attempted to make a traffic stop before the man fled in a short pursuit and then was apprehended moments later without incident. Authorities believe that the suspect shot randomly and indiscriminately into the crowd there using a high-powered rifle from a roof of a business that he was able to access via an unsecured ladder. He is believed to have acted alone. And within the past week, all eyes have been on the Supreme Court as they made some significant decisions impacting Americans. But the court is slated to hear some more other important cases that could even have an impact on our elections. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports.
Protests ignited across the nation following recent decisions by the Supreme Court. Abortion rights activists have taken to the streets, even outside the homes of Supreme Court justices, to push back on their ruling striking down Roe v. Wade.
No peace for you! This is not the Wild West. This is New York State.
The New York legislature even assembled a special assembly to counter the court's ruling, hoping to pass gun measures that would prohibit concealing weapons in many public places.
What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now!
And the court also ruled to limit the EPA's ability to strictly regulate emissions from power plants, a move environmentalists say is a major setback in the fight against the climate crisis.
The court is now in recess, but when they return in October, they could hear some significant cases.
Yesterday, the court announced they agreed to hear a case on the so-called independent legislature theory, which, according to online sources, is the idea that under the Constitution, only the legislature has the power to regulate federal elections without interference from state courts. The case could radically reshape how federal elections are conducted and could impact the 2024 elections. Affirmative action could also be set up for debate. Universities have been able to take race into account in their admissions process. Some accuse Harvard of favoring Black and Hispanic applicants over Asian Americans, while others argue that eliminating race as a factor would make it hard to have a diverse student population. These are just a couple of examples the court, with its newest justice, could hear for the next term. In Washington, D.C., Rachel Knapp reporting.
Rachel, thank you. And the world's hot dog eating champion is retaining his title. Joey Chestnut took the top spot at this year's Nathan's Famous International Hot Dog Eating Contest Monday. The competitive eater devoured 63 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes to win his 15th championship. Chestnut took on the challenge despite an injury to his right foot, but it did not apparently slow him down. Now in the women's competition, Miki Sudo won her 8th title, cramming down 40 dogs and buns in 10 minutes. Sudo takes back that championship after missing last year's competition while pregnant. The annual 4th of July event returned to the Nathan's Famous location on Coney Island this year. For the first time since 2019, the pandemic forced organizers to relocate it in the past 2 years. Whew, lots of dogs for sure. Well, next here, a Jamestown middle school teacher up for a Grammy Music Educator Award. What this honor means to her next.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Slow down. Slow down and move over. Move over.
When you see signs,
Lights, vests,
Please, give us some room.
slow down.
Slow down and move over.
When you need help,
It's our job
to help you,
to save you.
despite the danger.
This danger is real.
Do your part.
Please.
Slow down. Slow down. And move over.
move over.
When severe weather breaks, one team has you covered, tracking the storms as they happen. Catch your First Defense forecast daily on WNY News Now. It's not just what we say, it's what we do.
Local first. It isn't just our slogan. It's our mindset every single day. So whether you're watching our daily live streams or staying up to date with reports on our website and mobile app, you'll always see the same attention to detail from reporters who passionately care about our community, who have one goal in mind: to always put the facts first.
For me, it's more than just getting the forecast right. What I love the most about my job is that I come into work every day to help break down the weather, letting people know how this is going to impact their day. We take pride that First Defense Weather is the only local weather team in the Southern Tier. We don't just copy and paste our weather from outside sources. Every part of our forecast is handmade right here in-house, something our team really takes pride in.
What matters to you matters to us. Every story, every day. WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
A Jamestown Middle School band director has been nominated for a national award. Our Alyssa Wright joins us live in studio with more on her story. Alyssa?
Justin, Jefferson Middle School band director Carrie Poletsky was nominated by a former student to recognize her dedication and commitment to sharing her passion for music with others.
I got nominated for the Grammy Music Educator Award, and this is an award that the Grammy Enterprise started back in 2014, and in the inaugural year in 2014 also a Chautauqua County person won that award. But every year they send out an ad for students or community members to nominate a local teacher, and this year one of my former students, Kylie Luce, nominated me.
Chautauqua County is no stranger to this honor.
All of Chautauqua County this year, there's 212 people throughout the country that made it to this quarterfinal round that I'm in, and 3 of us are right here in Chautauqua County.
Poletsky is grateful to be nominated for such a prestigious award, and especially to be nominated by one of her former students.
It feels really great, and the main thing that's so important to me is that Kylie nominated me and said some really great things about me. And I think it just highlights what a great music education community we have in all of Chautauqua County, especially here in Jamestown.
When teachers really enjoy their job, it definitely shows. Poletsky has been teaching middle school for 6 years and has seemingly enjoyed every minute of it.
I love being a band teacher. I love my job. I love working with middle school students. It's really an honor, and I attribute it to so many things, but especially the support that we get from the Jamestown Public Schools and the legacy of these music departments.
Each year, one recipient is selected from 10 finalists and recognized for their remarkable impact on students' lives. The winning honoree will be flown to Los Angeles to attend the 65th Annual Grammy Awards and a range of Grammy Week events. Justin, back to you.
Wow, that is awesome. And right here in Chautauqua County, you mentioned there are 3 teachers, including her, who were selected for this. That process, I imagine that must have been a pretty wide-ranging competition to be able to get to be one of these finalists. And just to think about 3 people from right here in our community, that's incredible.
It really is, and I mean, when you think of Chautauqua County, you don't really think of big events happening like this, but she had mentioned 212 from across the country, I believe, were nominated, and to end up in, the 3 out of Chautauqua County, and in 2014 when they first launched this award ceremony, the winner was from Chautauqua County, so
really?
it's very, very impressive.
Wow, so we have a track record for
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it really shows how great the music education program here in Chautauqua County is.
Yeah, and I was just thinking about that over the 4th. I watched our stream of the Mayville Parade yesterday. I didn't get to go in person, but the beauty of having it here on WNY News Now and Channel 716, and I noticed the Falconer Marching Band, Falconer-Frewsburg Marching Band, they're combined now. I think FCS squared they go by. And they went in that parade not once but twice. They went through in the beginning, and then they went and they marched again. Like, talk about dedication. I know, like with JHS, Dakota, we talk about this all the time. Like, championship marching band. They're winning things left and right, and they're almost everywhere. So it's really great to see such dedication by our community. And the kids do a great job, but you know who helps elevate them? Is people like her. So it's really great. Just thank you for sharing this story with us, Alyssa.
We do have a lot of musical talent here, and I mean, you know, that's the one thing I think sometimes we tend to forget about is the fact that we do have some great music programs here. Like Falconer, has a great musical program. Obviously, Jamestown has an amazing marching band and an amazing music program. So, and then plus we have some really talented kids here, and we have some real we have some educators who really have some great leadership and talent themselves. So
and that's what it's all about, and I think that's one of the beautiful reasons why this community is so great. So well, that's awesome. Well, thank you. And that's going to do it for us today. Of course, if you missed anything we talked about, no worries. This program available for you live and on demand at WNYNewsNow.com in our free mobile app and Channel 716 on Roku. We'll leave you with this live shot over Randolph in Cattaraugus County. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you back here tomorrow live at noon.